From cafe singer to the Queen of Paris, Chanel. Chanel is known as one of the most influential designers of the 20th century. Her contributions to the world of perfumery went beyond being a designer who put her own stamp on global fashion. The legacy of Coco Chanel, known for her undeniable fashion sense and personality, will continue to live on forever. But how did this iconic designer begin? Are you curious about her humble beginnings and impressive rise to fame? Watch this video to hear about the story of an orphaned French girl who became one of the world's most powerful and influential figures. Gabrielle Chanel was born on the 19th of August 1883 to an unmarried mother in a small town in west-central France. Even though her parents later married, they lived a very unpredictable and poor life. Chanel's father was a street vendor, so her family moved from town to town and lived a nomadic lifestyle. Gabrielle's life changed when her mother died of tuberculosis at the age of 12. Her father abandoned her and sent her away to a Catholic orphanage named Sisters of the Sacred Heart in Aubazine, a place where women wore formal black and white clothes, which later became the inspiration for future designs of Chanel. Gabrielle remained at the orphanage until she became an independent 18-year-old adult. During her time at the school, she learned how to sew, a skill that would be of great value to her in her later years. At 18, she moved into a Catholic boarding house and became a seamstress to earn a living. At night, she performed as a singer at a local cafe. Her attractive, coquettish looks and her famous song Qui a vu Coco, translated to Who Has Seen Coco, led her to earn the nickname Coco, which also means darling in French. However, she didn't achieve much success as a singer, but several military men caught her eye during this time. A wealthy man named Etienne Balsan began to woo her and invited her to live at his castle. There, Coco indulged in an ultra-lavish lifestyle while rubbing elbows with prominent members of Paris's high society. In time, Coco made her way to Paris with a wealthy friend of Balsan and began her lucrative and lengthy career in fashion. The birth of a global brand. Initially, Gabrielle was a sales assistant at Maison Grand-Père shop in Moulins, which eventually developed a knack for business in her. She used this assistant role to pave the way for the day when she would design her own clothes, setting an example for all women worldwide. Chanel's reputation as a fashion designer did not happen overnight. Initially, she designed hats and sold them in shops around Paris. After countless failed attempts and failed designs, she was finally able to get her reputation out there. On one chilly afternoon, she came up with a new dress idea, crafted with the help of an old jersey. Jersey was inexpensive and draped perfectly well. Later, she took her talents to Paris to open the Chanel flagship store for hats named Chanel Mode at 31 Rue Campon in 1910. In 1912, she founded her very first store in Deauville, France, employing her female relatives to model her clothing on the boardwalk in an attempt to market her designs locally to shoppers. Later, in 1915, she opened her first couture house in Biarritz, France, which employed 300 people to launch her first haute couture collection. During the 1920s and 1930s, Coco Chanel's hat collection became popular among the wealthy women of Paris. As Coco says, "Luxury must be comfortable, otherwise it is not luxury." These chic and comfortable dresses became a hit within days. A major part of her success was due to her creation of pants and trousers with military-inspired jackets, pads, and buttons that looked like jewelry for women, which was nothing short of a revolutionary idea during that era. A true fashion icon, she made it her mission to create feminine garments influenced by menswear and freeing women from dresses in which they can't move. Having an individual style was another aspect of her success. She made a name for herself among the elite members of Parisian society thanks to her slender figure, cropped haircut, and charming personality. In every sense, she was an influencer, and the way she chose to dress in relaxed pajama-style suits and slim trousers inspired others. Because of her massive influence, people wanted to copy everything she did. Following her return from the French Riviera with sunburn, tanned skin became fashionable in Paris and all over the world. Gabrielle crafted the company's logo in 1925, a mutual union of two opposing alphabets, C. Using the typefaces as mirrors, she interlaced them into an eye-catching, innovative trademark that has revolutionized the fashion industry. A suit of elegance. The Chanel suit is one of the few fashion items that has stood the test of time. During a small show in her Paris salon on Rue des Cambon, Chanel introduced the idea for the original suit in 1925. In addition to mixing traditional masculine and feminine ideas, Chanel was influenced by her then-boyfriend, the Duke of Westminster, in terms of sportswear and menswear. It's said that Chanel would even wear the clothes of her lovers because she felt menswear was more comfortable than women's clothing of the pre-war era. During the 1920s, Chanel sought to liberate women from the restrictive corsets and long skirts. Chanel wanted women to exude elegance while maintaining a sense of freedom. Initially not considered a glamorous fabric, Chanel's iconic coarse tweed fabric was originally inspired by sportswear. Chanel first discovered the true diversity of tweed in Scottish twill mills. Despite its loose texture and diagonal broken twill, tweed is very soft. These suits continue to sell well even today, and have been worn by many notable personalities, such as Princess Diana, Jackie Kennedy, Victoria Beckham, Gigi Hadid, among others. 255 handbag, more than a luxury symbol. Gabrielle Chanel, a constant innovator, developed a bag that she wanted, one that would free up her hands. Her 255 quilted handbag with chain straps changed handbag history forever in February 1955. For the first time, carrying a bag on one shoulder was acceptable for women. 255 is named after the month and year in which it was created. 2 for February, the second month of the year, and 55 for 1955. For durability and comfort, Chanel's 255 quilted handbag featured diamond quilted leather, burgundy lining that featured Chanel's initials, CC, a double flap design, and a golden chain strap that hooked through 2 small eyelets. The original Chanel 255 flap sold for $220. The handbag is regarded as an investment since its value rises every year. In addition, there's a growing market for vintage Chanel bags, which makes this bag an even better investment. A classic scent. Chanel also created one of the most iconic perfumes in the world. A popular perfumer named Ernest Beau was Chanel's partner in the early 1920s. After trying several fragrances from his portfolio, she selected his 5th choice as her all-time favorite. This is how Chanel No. 5 came into being. It is now one of the most iconic perfumes ever made. A strong floral scent pervaded perfumes during this time period. In contrast, Chanel No. 5 had a delightfully spicy odor. We do not know how Chanel came up with this perfume, whether she did it on purpose or it happened accidentally. After Chanel approved of the smell, everything else fell into place. It's known that Chanel designed the initial bottle of the perfume in the shape of her lover's whiskey bottle. Not only did the fragrance become popular, but it also became iconic. With the help of actress Marilyn Monroe, the fragrance's popularity again soared in the 1960s. The Little Black Dress. Despite the legendary reputation of Coco Chanel's purse, perfume, and suit sets, she has created one of the most simple garments ever. One photo in Vogue in 1926 became an overnight sensation when it featured a sleek, streamlined black gown. It was Coco Chanel's understated little black dress that was only adorned with pearls. It's accessible, easy to wear, and extremely flattering due to its minimalistic design. The idea of the little black dress came about after Vogue writers promoted the look like a uniform for all women of taste. Fashion publications compared Chanel's original design to Henry Ford's cars because of its accessibility and luxurious quality. The sleek, affordable style was exactly what the world wanted during the Great Depression. World War II halted many luxury textile industries, so women were forced to stick to black dresses as a way to look elegant without looking too fancy. Celebrities and fashion icons frequently wore black slip dresses paired with minimalistic accessories during the 1990s, making the little black dress increasingly popular. Although fashion trends come and go, Coco Chanel's little black dress remains timeless thanks to her foresight. The return of Coco. Chanel closed her doors during World War II and stopped designing clothes. There are many rumors about why she left, mostly due to her controversial stance during the war, but she was quoted as simply saying that wartime was not a time for fashion. In the years following the end of the war, Christian Dior released the New Look range, a collection that featured excessive silhouettes. In 1954, Chanel re-entered the fashion industry after closing her doors for 15 years, believing that women wanted something more realistic than heavily structured designs. Despite concerns that her world-renowned 1954 collection would tarnish her reputation because of her controversial wartime activities, fashion publications worldwide loved it. Once again, her outfits leaned toward a more relaxed menswear vibe with relaxed silhouettes, suiting, and trousers. Even at 71 years old, Chanel has once again made a statement with her designs. Leaving a legacy. At the age of 87, Coco Chanel died on January 10, 1971 at the Ritz Hotel in Paris. Despite her passing, her legacy lives on. Fashion icon Karl Lagerfeld brought Chanel into a modern era as creative director of Chanel in the early 1980s, a period that saw the company transform. He contributed significantly to the brand's success. In the midst of constant change in fashion, Chanel will remain synonymous with class and elegance. Chanel's story was not only about creating beautiful clothes, but also about revolutionizing the way women dressed. Time magazine honored her remarkable achievements in 1999 by listing her among the top 100 most influential people of the 20th century. This was Chanel's first time on this list, not to mention that she was the only fashion designer. Coco was often heard saying, "My life didn't please me, so I created my life." So today, Coco Chanel's legacy serves as a reminder that breaking boundaries, challenging social norms, and expressing your own personality are some of the most fashionable things a woman can do. The story of a young orphan girl who rose to be the queen of Paris, as well as the world of fashion, ends here. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon to keep up to date on our latest videos. Enjoyed the Chanel story? Well, we have more. Watch our latest Rolex video, link attached in the description box for more inspiration. Feel free to comment. Thank you.